Lila Harper had never pictured a single thumbs up on a snapshot of Alberta's sweeping prairies sparking a twist of fate like this. At 32, teaching English in a quiet riverside town outside Rio de Janeiro, she'd long since sworn off romance after 2 heart-wrenching breakups that drained her spirit and her savings. Her days blurred into a steady rhythm, classrooms buzzing with eager students, evenings curled up at home, weekend jogs along the riverbank, and rare catch-ups with her closest confidant, Mia Laurent, a freelance illustrator who'd traded Paris for Brazil's vibrant chaos a decade back. It was Mia, ever the spark of mischief, who nudged Lila toward that global matchmaking site. "Darling, it's time to cast your net wider," she teased over iced caipirinhas one humid afternoon, her fingers flying across Lila's phone to build the profile. "Local guys? They're playing checkers while the world's got chess. Look at me, proof positive that crossing oceans pays off." Lila shrugged it off as a lark. More to kill time than chase dreams. She uploaded shots of herself grinning amid coastal hikes, jotted notes on her passions, devouring novels, beach yoga, weekend birdwatching, and her gig-shaping young minds. In under a fortnight, notifications flooded in. Most fizzled fast. Shallow chats from guys chasing hookups, a few with suspiciously cropped ring fingers in their pics. Then Ethan Harlow slid into her inbox, not with a bland opener but something sharp and personal. He'd spotted her nod to Toni Morrison in her bio. "One of America's literary giants," he typed. "If her rhythms pull you in, you owe it to yourself to dive into Jumpalahiri next. I've got a signed edition gathering dust, say the word, and it's yours." Curiosity hooked her. She scrolled his page like a detective. Ethan Harlow, 38, architect by trade, calling Calgary home in the heart of Alberta. His gallery painted a life in motion. A lanky frame with salt and pepper streaks framing his jaw, easy grins amid Banff's jagged peaks, shots from cozy pub nights, and plenty with a floppy-eared Labrador named Max at his heels. No filters, no flex, just a guy who felt solid. "He's got that storybook vibe," Lila murmured to Mia at their next brunch, shoving her screen across the table. Mia squinted, nodding slow. "Calgary roots, steady career, ticks the boxes. Not every swipe's a trap, love. But he's in, yeah?" Peel back the layers one chat at a time. Their exchanges ignited like dry tinder. Ethan listened, really listened, probing her world with care, filing away offhand bits like her aversion to rainy commutes. When Lila vented about a chaotic parent-teacher night, his audio clip arrived that evening. A steady baritone, unpacking tips on boundaries, laced with a quiet pep talk that eased the knot in her chest. Her off-the-cuff wish for vast prairies under starlit skies? Back came clips of him wandering Cypress Hills trails, his promise warm. "Someday soon, I'll walk you through it all." Boots on the ground. 3 weeks in, they bridged to video. Lila fussed over outfits, jeans, and a soft green sweater won out, per Mia's vote for that eye sparkle effect. When his face filled her screen, pulse hammering, the nerves melted. He was better live, crinkles deepening with his laughs at her Portuguese flair, her giggles at his bungled attempts at obrigada. "You're every bit the light I pictured," he said as Pixel signed off, his hazel gaze lingering like a touch. And then some. The months blurred into a whirlwind. Daily pings bridged the 4-hour gap between Rio's bustle and Calgary's crisp chill, mornings trading quips, evenings unraveling deeper. He sketched futures with a quiet fire that thrilled and unnerved. Shared hikes, lazy Sundays with Max. "Solitude's worn thin, Lila," he admitted one velvet midnight, voice hushed. "Past loves? Shadows. You? You're the dawn I've been chasing." She softened under it, starved for that rare sight in her. Yet flickers of unease dotted the glow, ones she brushed aside like lint. A casual mention of her book club's mixed crowd drew his edge. "Guys in the group?" He probed, tone light as air but laced with gravel. "Just colleagues unwinding." She shot back a touch sharp. "It's harmless networking." Regret colored his reply swift. "Forgive me, distance plays tricks. Picturing you there, it stings. Because you're carving space in me already." Flattery, she told herself. Proof of his pull. Mia clocked the shift over coffee. Why's he glued to that one backdrop? Same cedar wall, every call. Architect's jet to sites, no? Offices, sketches on the fly? Lila waved it off. Remote setup's the norm now. Designs ping from anywhere. Chill, Mia. Her friend arched a brow but dropped it. The real crack spiderwebbed when Lila floated a winter jaunt his way. He faltered. Pixels freezing. Blissful idea, but school's peak blueprints burying me. Hate sidelining you like that. Sting hit, but he spun it golden. Spring then. Cherry blossoms framing the Rockies. Time carved out for Jasper. Maybe Banff's hot springs. Your call, but picture it. Us. Unscripted. Spring meant juggling shifts, dipping into savings for leave. His tone dipped earnest. If we're chasing real love, steps demand sacrifice. Not all in blind, but a leap to test the spark up close. Logic landed. How else to forge truth from screens? Spring it is, she breathed, thrill tangling with tremor. His beam lit the feed. No regrets, I swear. Then the curveball. Late February, off schedule, his face popped urgent. Lila, hear me out. Dread coiled. Affair? Exit? He exhaled deep. I'm in love. Mad, reckless early. Screens between us still, but it's clawing free. You feel it too, don't you? Tears pricked her eyes. Ethan, wait, he urged soft. Distance devours me. I crave mornings tangled in you. Blueprints beside your lesson plans. Life woven. Pause, then a velvet pouch lifted into frame. Lila Harper, order be damned, when it hits, it hits. Marry me? Shock rooted her. Vows before vows? Yet at 32, adrift from dead-end drifts, why balk? He stood firm. Career, roots, a heart unmasked. And love? It thrummed true. Ethan, whirlwind. Breathe on it, he soothed. Spring brings your yes or no. But know this, you're stepping into home if you'll claim it. Walk these halls, dream our days. Sleepless, she spilled to Mia next dawn. Proposal pre-meet? Bonkers. Concern creased her friend's face. You solid on him, Lila? Scams lurk, visas, wallets, green cards as bait. He's Alberta-born, Mia. No need for my passport. House in Calgary? Sky-high prices there. Engineer's nest egg, not a grift. Sigh escaped Mia. Vow caution then. Ping me hourly in spring. Off vibe? Bolt. Spring bloomed swift. Lila tapped reserves for the fair. Ethan's offer to cover. Nixed. Independence her anchor. School granted a week's shadow leave. Spun as kin crisis to dodge whispers. Mia alone held the full map. At Galeon's gate, his text hummed. Counting breaths till you're real, my heart. Plans locked, magic awaits. Love you fierce. Smile tugged, but unease stirred, not just jet-fueled jitters. A shadow she couldn't name. Mid-flight, beside a chatty Albertan expat, fresh from Rio's sands. Vancouver virgin? Calgary bound, actually. Seeing someone special. Fiancé, eh? Thrilling. City's a gem, wild too. Big places breed bold opportunists. Eyes open, yeah? Gracious nod, but inwardly? Dismissed. Ethan wasn't that breed. Or was he? Layover in Winnipeg stretched the haul past 14 hours. YC's tarmac kissed down. Exhaustion warred with wonder. Customs grilled. Stay length, digs, intent. Visiting my intended, she shared, flashing her booked suite. Ethan's nod to border decorum, sweet as ever. Arrivals throng parted. There he stood, flesh and bone, clutching sunset-hued lilies, her whim from months-back chats, towering as framed. Smile thawing her bones, eyes like warmed amber. Lila. He breathed. Timbre richer live, wrapping her close. Cedar and spice clung to him, stirring unnamed chills. You crossed worlds. For you, she murmured, pulling back to search his gaze. Love you, Ethan? Echoed back then. This way, worlds to unfold. Suitcase claimed they wove to his ride. Sleek silver truck, door swept gallant. Cityscape unfurled, skyscrapers piercing foothills, Bow River glinting, dream made flesh. Hotel drop for a crash? He suggested, gaze road steady. A city spin if adrenaline holds. Yawn betrayed her. Rest calls. I'm fading. Tomorrow's feast, then. Itinerary's gold. But the inn blurred past, tires humming on. Ethan, turn was back there. Pivot, he said breezy. Ditch the room, waste when my place sprawls empty. You're home with me, non-negotiable, chill bloomed low. We planned neutral ground first, immigration optics. Smile flashed, but edges sharpened. Engaged, aren't we? Or aiming, old rules chafe. Northside spot, mountains kissing windows, beats concrete jungle. Words tangled. Logic nudged, groan, bound for rings. Why quibble? Yet Mia's echo hissed, shift unasked. Address unknown. Fingers flew to Mia. Landed safe. Ethan's here, spot on. Tweak crashing at his, not in. Pin drop soon. He clocked it. Who? Mia, just checking in. Beat hung heavy. Trip for Tex or me? Laugh chased but hollow. Phone pocketed. Wheels 8 miles. City yielding to winding veins through thick evergreens. Isolation crept. Each bend deeper into wild hush. Far? Voice pitched light, masking quake. 20 more. Ridge perch, view steals breath. You'll melt. Melt. Echo chilled. Twilight bled over peaks as they crested gravel's end. Modern lair, glass walls framing void. Untold, solitude's grip. No neighbor lights, just woods swallowing sound. Stunning, she forced, alighting shaky. Wind whispered pines. Bird calls pierced quiet like accusations. Inside'll seal it, he grinned, lugging her bag. Prepped you're welcome. Core gleamed. Sleek lines, leather lounges. Prograde galley. But voids yawned. No frames of kin. Mates, not even Max's joyful blur. Max! Query slipped. Pause then. Boarded with folks. Quiet start for us. Plausible, yet scripted smooth. Your space awaits upstairs. No rush, pace yours. Doors ajar when ready. Relief washed guilt. Chivalry intact. Sweet charmed. Vast berth. Ensuite oasis. Vista devouring peaks. Window tugged. Sealed fast. Ethan? Stuck. Doorframe filled. Locks for safety. Cougars prowl once breached glass. Standard here. Nod prairies bred beasts. Sure. Dawn one cracked haze. Lag clawed. Phone blinked 4 a.m. Bars barren. Downstairs Ethan stirred brew. Morning dreamer? Whiplight. Cup? Ethan signals ghost. Your carrier ghosts mountains. Wi-Fi's yours, fridge note. Pings from Mia cascaded. Lila ping. Address fretting. All golden. Spots wow I'll deep. Ethan's ace. Geoshare incoming. GPS sputtered. Feed lagged. Glitch? He loomed unseen. Startled jolted. Lord sneak. Spotty up here. Terrain's thief. Basics hold. Surface shimmered first duo days. Feasts from his hands. Property rambles. Lore of local lore. Cracks webbed subtle. His shadow over screens. Chats timed uncanny. Downtown pitch? Weather's foul rain lashing. Tomorrow promise. Recharge now. Queries piled. Who pings? Why distant? Eve 3. Candlelit spread fizz uncorked. To horizons, he toasted, flute brimming. Hers sipped. His untouched. Not joining? Meds kicked in, flew brewing. Yours, savor. Bubbles bit odd, fancy import, she shrugged. Lila on us? Gravity shifted. The question lingers? Whirl spun. Seclusion surveillance, signals faint. Ethan, days blur, still mapping you flesh forward. Shadow crossed, smile stitched. Fair. Push withdrawn, just your nearness ignites. Vertigo swirled. Lag lingers bed? Crash deep. Dawn surprise bruise. Slumber claimed heavy. Rouse struck noon, skull pounding. Ethan's note glowed. Nosh waits. Study calls. Descend for words. Stumble found him desk-bound. Screens aglow. Docs strewn. Afternoon glow, he beamed. Rested? Over deep, off for me. Altitude's lullaby. Park, I this. Laptop swiveled. Vistas vast, alpine meadows, turquoise tarns, iced spires. Vowed peaks true? Curated trek, overnight wild camp. Dawn depart, chest tightened. Ethan novice here. Gear, grit. Handled bivvy, bags, stores. Secluded path, Maton Parks unlocked it. Solitude pure, you, me, wild heart. Solitude pure. Alarm wailed inner. Mia needs word. Chill snapped. Here for her updates or us? Just coordinates. With me suffices, no? Breath steadied. Ire banked. Sorry, feels half here. Screen stealing you. This, sacred. Guilt gnawed. Was paranoia hers? Dawn then. Wi-Fi flickered night. Mia's draft died late. Fatigue felled. Ceiling stared back, Woods's hush pressing. Distant coyote yip pierced. Doubt doubled, tomorrow's wilder void. Ethan's sole star. No bars, no trace, no tether. Crack of dawn rouse. Rise, light, favors, bold. Toast hasty. Truck groaned. Packed, rucks bloated beyond duo dawns. Excess? Wise over light, wild's whims. Route etched frantic. Fork left, blaze right, marker mossed. Lot loomed barren, no souls, no scouts. Park pal? Prepped yesterday, cleared for privacy. Dubious. Phone barren. Emergency? Beacon flashed backpack. Satlink beacon peace. His keep not shared. pathwooed first. Fur cathedrals, resin tang, avian chorus. Ethan animated flora facts, fauna fables. Ease teased, till stride quickened, chatter chilled. Ease up, novice legs. Camp by dusk, push. Back turned, command clipped. Mile burned, snag snared, tumble scraped. Break! Halt irked, time's thief, rise. Grip wrenched arm, bruise blooming. Fear bloomed raw. Screen sweet Ethan? Mirage? This stranger menaced. Clearing claimed camp, no plaque, just his whim. Lost in green maze. Bivvy mine you breathe, bag dumped. Rocks cradled, boots shed, souls shredded. Phone futile. Ditch the dead weight, bark lashed. Shock reeled. Pardon? Gadget. Useless void. Ethan tone? Approach slow, gaze glacial. Your flaw, Lila? Blind to rain slipped. Icy dread. My soil, my rules. Mia, clueless dot. That brick? Barren. None chase your trail. Tremor seized. Ethan, fear. Fear fits. Leer twisted. Sharpens rules ahead. Lurch. Rock pinned. Park. Parley. Please, what prize? Bitter bark. Months mine. Profile polished. Words woven. Heart snared. You tumbled easy like kin before. Kin. Crouch close. Fourth you. Fate of priors. Wait. Ghosts. Wretch racked. He recoiled. Later scrub. Now codes phone mail vault. Clips next. Bliss bound, Canada claimed. Hunts halt. None by. Rasp escaped. They swallow. Families did. Script sealed. Trails iced. Vanished willful. Despair scanned. Walls of wood. Path erased. Solo snared. Breath battled panic. Stall spelled shot. Ethan, if ends etched, why loot? Why stage? Brow arched. Nod grudging. Clever outpaced two weepers. Merit truth. Rock claimed casual. Codes cool slow, drips to shadows. Flags dodged. Clips shield. Probes hunt will first. Bliss vids. File shut. Grown ghosts flee free. Throat burned. Prior's kin hunted. Shrug cool. First's clan sicked. Sleuth unearthed. Joy reels. Vows voiced. Ties cut. Tabs traced. Ins, buys, flows. All mind forged. Proof? Corpse's crown. Chill pierced. Hideouts? Gulf's gape. Currents claim. Beast's banquet. Wilds wipe clean. Dusk forced trio takes blade unseen. Smile strained. Ecstatic here, Ethan's world. Stay sealed. Searches cease. Soul in it. Prod cold. Love's leap. Not lash. Convince. Cuffs click tree-bound. Pro snap. Tradecraft? Security passed. Offhand. Calgary beat. Decade deep. Probes peeled. Slips schooled. Flawless now. Badge ghost clicked. Evasion etched. Why? Probe bought time. Gaze drifted firelit. Crave roots? Aye. Ex-gutted. Drain deep. Claimed keep. Kid crown. Judge swallowed sobs. Fear feigned. We win scripted, aye? Balance tips. Slay for spite. Equity, even. You lot, chasing gold rings, easy realms, maple maps. Schemers all. I prune the rot. Delusion dawned. Victim veiled. Villain her mask. Night bit. Tent cradled him. Her tree tied in chill bag. Frost clawed. Shivers shook. Three-ish rustle, not his snore. Pad heavy alien. Eyes pierced gloom. Cougar. Lithe shadow. Hunger honed. Freeze locked. It prowled scraps. Flanked a tent. Desperate dart. Scream shattered. Cougar. Flank breach. Ethan bolted blind. Bear. Feline flared fury. Clash erupted. Claws raked. Cries rent. Key spilled pocket. Skittered near. Thumbs reach. Fray raged. Blade bit fur. Cat fled gashed. Ethan slumped slashed. Wheeze ragged. Fingers clawed chain. Wrists wept red. Tip grazed. Stretch seared. Grasp claimed. Click freed. Bolt swallowed dark. Branches lashed. Stones scored. Direction damned. Anything outranked him. Lila Wild's winnow weak. Yield. Bellow chased, but legs lied. Collapse trunk hid. Breath bade. Hush, then hunt. Footfalls fanned. Prowl precise. Reason love? Wounds bind us, pack. Ride out. Gear grabbed. Wings home. Clean slate. Venom veiled sugar. Trust torched. Live bait now. Think his game. Tracks tempt. Shoe shed. Hurled left. Thrash rustled. There. Diversion bought. Bear pad right. Prince mast moss. Light leaked. Crawl claimed. Night nod. Souls screamed. Thirst clawed. Shift. Rush roar. Creek crawl bank. Flow fierce. Mia's lore. Waters weave to worlds. Sip spared. Gorge gambled ill. Wash wounds. Opposite shore gleamed. Shack. Weathered. Wardens hold. Span spied. Rickety span upstream. Glance rear phantom loomed. Lurch crossed, planks groaned agony. Hinge creaked. Innards sparse, bench burner, tin stocked, refuge raw. Wall prize, ham radio, relic red. Fumble sparked static. Twist tuned, aid. Pursuit lone, stalked, here. Slam Ethan gore streaked, glee grim. Swifter than sisters, river red, my play. Cornered, and etched. Over crackle. Ranger Hale, echo check. Sight, crisis, eyes bulged. Lila lunged Mike. Creek shack! Slayer stalks Ethan Harlow, badge exile. Surge struck. Pot hefted, skull cracked, knees buckled. Dash renewed, Rangers roar. Fix locked, crew inbound. Hold! Riverside scramble. Were thumped, Halo hovered. Arms flailed, frantic, sobs salt. Ropers repelled. Harper, down easy! Safe now. He hunted, sister stolen. Assailant. Harlow, force fallout, shack. Radios hummed. ID iced. Hours harvested him, slumped, seeping. Custody claimed, medics mended. Unraveled, lair leased to lost Lena Voss, vanished 4 years, docs doctored post-deed. Cellar trove. 5 souls scraps, passports, trinkets, Lila's locket. Peaks probed, trio tombs turned, duo dissolved dream. Harlow. Veil for Hale Brennan, beat badge burned on whispers unproven. Plea, fractured mind, service scars. Court convened. Lila voiced venom. Horrors hashed, kin clutched. Lena's kin wept thanks, light for our lost. Doom, chains eternal, mercy barred. Yet voids yawned, 2 echoes. Mountains mute. Homebound 3 weeks on, Mia's embrace anchored. Your gut rang true, Lila breathed. Sessions stitched shards, night terrors tamed, faith flickered. Half-year healed, docu-spot. Whispers worn, creep control as cherish. Haste veiled haste. Heed the hum, off-key, flee, that inner chime, lifeline loud forever. And in quiet riverside runs, Lila glimpsed grace, reborn, not broken, horizons hers alone.